I think the name's a funny place to start because I chose it because it's just two kind of random words. They have significance to me, but like in a sense, like I was looking at the internet and everybody's something like adjective, noun, this and that. You know, like young, noun, adjective. You know what I mean? And it's like I thought it was funny because fish, comma narc, comma snake, comma rat, comma water, foot, shell, and mouth. Like it's a list. It's just kind of about being anonymous. You know, I hear something, you know, and I like it a little bit. Think about how I could turn this into something good, or think about the hi-hats or whatever. I left home a month ago, and I'm feeling dead as I did. I'm gonna put out a country record as soon as all this GVC stuff is done. Just be a country boy. I grew up in the punk culture and like, going to punk shows, being a punk, playing in bands, playing guitar. The band that really changed my life first was the Germs, and I was bringing that to like the music I was making, kind of adapted to this tag that I got from a bar that Lil Tracy said on one of a song we did together, where he said, "I'm a Punkstar, I feel like fish narc." I toured all through college, played in bands and shit, and I just got so sick of dealing with all the dudes, and the culture was kind of bumming me out, and sick of carrying amps, so I could quit. You know, I wanted to learn how to use Ableton and make techno. And I felt like I knew who I had to talk to in a bunch of different cities. I was sick of the hierarchy, I was sick of the pecking order, and like it was just exciting to like be in a new DIY music culture, like parallel to when I had grown up in, but like on the net and in warehouses like I had known. You know, and I met a lot of really interesting people and artists and musicians who totally changed my horizons and like helped me expand into like the hybrid thing that I am now. Gabe is kind of like a genius angel with a really strong perceptive sense. I'm really grateful for him, but I feel like I linked with him on some magic, but I had been recording guitar for Smoke a Sack for Lil Peep's album. Smoke said, "Hey, I'm with Gabe, Hollywood," and I was like, "Oh, he's cool." So Smoke said he wants some Sum 41 type guitar or whatever. Recorded a couple of loops, and like one of them was really good. And ended up making the song Heartbreaker that I think we're gonna have in our project. It's been a full engagement of songwriting and like guitar practice and beat making and like cultural observation. We're working on a full length project that's based around incorporating pop punk guitars, punk rock guitars with 808s and fast drums and getting this like live feeling, like really like hardcore like pop music done. Sky, do you have any perspective on that? I feel like you would have a one-liner that'd be perfect.
I don't know, when I first met him and like heard him, you know, if I closed my eyes or something, it was like a cartoon almost speaking, like what is this, like the robotic character, you know? And we've just been doing shit with him, just like taking pictures outside the In-N-Out. We had a Tesla. It's just casual, but then it shows up in his verses, and it's just as casual as the character presented it then. The line is just blurred between the reality and the fiction, but then also we really were in a Tesla and then went to In-N-Out, and then like
and we're really smoking like
and Gabe really smokes in the bathroom and then goes to London.
He's so on point with that. It's like we're really doing that. We really did it. You can see it. It's fun. It's like actually like summertime stuff. I was from a rural place and there wasn't, you know, that many people to tell me what was good. I left Seattle when I was 18, so I started to see it different, you know, and have to work a little different and like streamline my influences, like Captain Jazz, Sex Vid, Cult Ritual, Chameleons, stuff like Bossa Luce, and like at some point in my 20s I was just like really started listening to the like Bay Area rap music. I'd always listened to like Andre Nicotina and Mac Dre and The Pack and Keek and E40 and stuff because it was just always on. But then I just started to listen more carefully and really like enjoy it. I just kind of moved from there into like who I became in the underground and like started listening to my friends' music, my peers' music. I've been influenced like deeply by, of course, like Lil Tracy, his friendship, like what he's taught me as an artist. Like also people like Nedarb and Horsehead and Trip Dixon, like who I really liked when I was first starting, like underground producers, like people that I thought really had it. Like, the queer underground electronic scene has been really influential to me as well. Like in Seattle, I went to this club called Kremwork a lot, and like it was like a hub for experimental queer electronic music. I learned a lot about dance music there too. I always had my own style. I was never going to be able to do beats like someone else, but like people who helped me to get the tools to unlock what I wanted to say. I really like how more and more like people are looking at clothes like less with an eye to gender, and like I really like to present in a way that's kind of makes me feel more playful and less like locked into the sort of clothes that are like sold to me as like men's clothes. So but like really I've always just shopped at Goodwill since I was a kid. I never really shopped at stores. I just went to Goodwill and picked, and I really liked the like rhythm of picking and like the oldies on the radio, and like people ask me about clothes all the time, and I'm just like, experiment until you find the shape that fits your body and work with that. Everything I'm wearing came from the Goodwill bins except for my boots, which I ordered online because I wear through them in 4 years and it's worth it. Even my socks are from Goodwill bins. I don't think people need to spend money, and it isn't really cool to me to like base your fashion off of like your like ability to spend money. Like, but I'm about recycling, and I'm about not just like paper and shit, but like old stuff, old clothes, like picking up old stuff and like putting it on and fixing it, or like wearing your jeans until they're really fucked up and then patching them and getting okay at sewing, and like adapting and like making a lot out of a little. Can't afford to fall in